If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Welcome back in to Sylacauga Daybreak. Short interview this morning with Laura Heath. She's really good chairperson, councilwoman for District 5, but we're going to talk about Little League Baseball this morning. Laura is the president of the Sylacauga Little League. Welcome this morning, and I know you've had a busy morning with kids getting them off to school and all of this, and tell us about the 68th season of the Sylacauga Little League.
Well, we are just entering into practicing. We had registration and drafts. We have 14 teams this year. We're merging with Little League Softball for T-ball, so we'll have 8 T-ball teams total. And we have a great thing going this year. Opening day is on April 10th at 10 a.m. We will have food trucks set up for concessions, and we will have Charlie Vick throwing the first pitch and the season dedication to Jamie Franklin.
Tell us about Jamie Franklin.
Jamie has been a volunteer with Little League for many years. He puts tons of time during even off season into shaping and molding kids into better ball players. He spends time out there. I mean, he's worked on the fields, the facilities, everything, and he means a lot to our league, and he was recently diagnosed with cancer.
Tell us about Charlie Vick.
Charlie Vick, the Vick family has always been very involved with Little League and meant a lot to our league, and what better way to honor their commitment through the years by letting him, do the opening ceremony's first pitch.
Your governing body, you have a board of directors.
We do.
How many do you have on the board?
Let's see. I get to serve as president. Rocky Sims is vice president. Our secretary is Alex Littles. Our auxiliary coordinators are Meredith Rudd and Courtney Helm. We have some great coaching coordinators, Greg Varner and Lee Varner, Patrick Blanchard, Matt White, and Jamie Franklin. Nick Hathcock and Josh Franklin take care of the fields and the facility maintenance, and we just have a great group.
Okay. Believe it or not, I was too old to play in the first Little League.
Really?
I was 28 days too old to play in the first 1953. So I never got to play Little League in Sylacauga. That's the reason I know it's 68 years old. At one time, you could only play in Sylacauga if you were from Sylacauga. Now it's a little bit different, isn't it?
Right. We've extended our boundaries. I mean, we cover all the way up to Alpine, all the way down throughout Coosa County, almost the entire county, parts of Clay. And I left out one person on our board of directors, April Duracell. She is our treasurer, and she's great.
You always get in trouble sometimes.
I know, but I just thought about it after I said it.
Okay, you've got all of these, and then you've got Rockford, Ashland. You get to Talladega.
We stop right below Talladega in Winterboro.
How about your Challenge League? I think you pick up the Challenge League now with the different areas. So it goes over, and tell us about the Challenge League now.
Those are our kids who are special needs, and they get to come out on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. and they play. They have wonderful volunteers. They're ages 5 through 18, and they get the opportunity to play baseball. Okay.
Now, in research, I found out that the Little League is Sylacauga, Fayetteville, parts of Clay County, Alpine, Childersburg, Winterboro, and Sycamore in that area.
Right.
Now, the Challenge League is pretty much the same with Chelsea, Rockford, Ashland, and Talladega thrown in. Okay. How's the Little League funded? Where you get your money? We
are solely funded through sponsorships, and I mean, that's where our funding comes from.
Okay, you say sponsorship. What you mean by that?
Like local businesses, local families, they just, it's a nonprofit organization, and they, it's a tax write-off, so whatever they sponsor, they get to claim on their taxes, and we have a great group of local businesses and families that continue to support the league.
Well, how do you get the sponsorships? Do you go out and solicit them, or you just wait for them to come down and say, I want to be part of? Well, we also have raffle tickets that we do each year, but most
businesses send a check at a certain time of year, and we solicit the ones that don't, or forget, and we have really faithful membership and a faithful following with Little League sponsorships.
Okay, you get your money from concessions and registration fees. And
that covers, somewhat. It's not a real big, help, but it does help.
Okay, what kind of check you do on your volunteers?
We do a complete, thorough background check.
Okay.
Nobody is allowed on the field or in the dugouts unless they have that complete.
Age groups. Tell us about the age groups. We've talked about that, but like I said, I sort of showed my age there, but still.
We have 4, 5, and 6U, which is our rookie league. We have 7 and 8U, which is our minor league, and then we have 9 and 10U, which is our major league, and then 11, 12, and 13, which is our 50-70.
Okay. How many teams you have?
We have 14 total for all the league this year.
How about what's considered the Little League? The girls play with the boys, or any girls playing with the boys? I know in some
just T-ball.
Just T-ball.
Just T-ball, and we have 6 teams, and then we have 2 teams coming over from softball that will play our 6 teams that are.
Okay.
It's mixed though with boys and girls on our side, so we have just as many girls as we do boys on the.
Are all your games played in the Wingert Park area?
Yes,
down there?
They are.
And what do you have, 3 fields down there or 4
We
fields?
have 2 fields, and then the girls' softball field up top, which will play our T-ball games there on Monday nights at that top field.
Your season opener on April 10th.
Yes, sir.
What time?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Charlie Vick's throwing out the first ball, and Charlie Vick's a pretty good golfer too. How many games you play a week?
Oh wow, we play.
I mean, let's just get to. How many? What's going on each week over there? How busy is it?
It is nonstop. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We don't play a lot of Fridays, but a lot of the T-ball teams have requested to play Saturday mornings after the Challenger League is finished. So pretty much every day except Wednesday and Sunday has something going on out there.
How about practice fields? Where do they practice?
We have practice fields everywhere. Buddy Milam's has a field that he lets us use each year, which 3 teams can practice on behind Indian Valley. There's Angela Wilson. Tons of people are very gracious. Charles Morris, he always does a lot for our league and clears out behind his shop beside our fields.
Okay, talking with Laura Heath, the president of Sylacauga Little League, also District 5 councilperson for City of Sylacauga. Had a bunch of questions I was going to ask her about City Council this morning, but we'll stay away from that. If you'd like to make a donation to the Little League, how you do that?
Just you can get in contact with one of the board members, which I'm be glad to meet with anybody, and you write the check to Sylacauga Little League, and it goes into our fund. Usually the board members will meet you though. If
you want to buy a raffle ticket, how do you? Who do you get in touch with on that? I know get in touch with you on that.
Well, I have 3 children playing, so any player, all our players have raffle tickets. Board members have raffle tickets. I will be glad to meet anybody. They're $5 each, or you can get 5 tickets for $20.
Okay, Little League established in 1953.
Yes, sir.
And do you remember who established it?
I'm trying to remember.
I only remember one.
Buddy Peters was one of them.
Leon Archer was one of them. And,
Buddy Peters and Leon Archer are the main 2 that come to my mind.
Yeah, I'm sort of drawing. I got to play Babe Ruth League the next year, but got to play 1 year of organized ball in Sylacauga. But been talking with Laura Heath this morning, the president of the Sylacauga Little League, and she stays pretty busy, and she didn't have enough to do there, so she took on the job as Sylacauga City Council person. And Laura, I'd like to thank you and Nate Brewer for taking the initiative the other night and going out and picking up trash and getting out. I really don't think it's the job of City Council. I think it's the job of the people of Sylacauga. But thank you for coming out this morning. Thank you for all you do for the city, and I'll see everybody tomorrow morning on Daybreak, bright and early.